Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. The good news, well, it's got kind of bad news. This is my iPhone 1, first generation iPhone. I just retired it after 7 years, 2007, with the new iPhone. I'm loving it. I'm learning how to do all the things, all the voice activation things. But this baby's gonna shine when some sort of new application gets released into the iTunes store. For many of you out there, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm really excited about that, putting that out there. But the sad news, this is a bummer, is our beloved Blendtec blender needs to be updated and replaced or something like that. It's given us error messages, and I called today and we've got to send it in, and of course it's out of warranty. That's usually when it goes, right? So what is PT gonna do about Shakeology? Well, we have about 3 other blenders in the house, but nothing that quite works like this. But I have to share my little technology highlights and woes with you. One of the things that I put out there on a blog, and some people were really intrigued about, was just some healthy eating options that, you know, for those favorite comfort foods that we tend to have, you know. A few weeks ago we were talking about pizza, and gave a great gluten-free recipe. And I'm trying to really, you know, kind of weed, not that I'm looking for everything gluten-free, so to speak, but, you know, I kind of weed out many of the, you know, the bread type of carbohydrates out of my diet, and I'm surviving just fine. I know everybody whole grains and stuff like that, and that's fine for a choice with, you know, if that's what choice you want to make. But one of the things that Hillary and I made the other night was fajitas. We love making fajitas. As a matter of fact, we made it 2 nights in a row. And what we typically do with fajitas, and I'll bring the camera over here in a second, it's nothing secret, but and as a matter of fact, one of our favorite fajita seasonings is from a place called Penzeys, P-E-N-Z-E-Y-S, PenzeysSpices.com. Some friends of ours shared that with us. Phenomenal fajita mix there. And so we've run out of that, so we had to improvise last night. But you know, what I'm going to show you here is it just we put a little olive oil in a pan, cut up a big old onion, then add some peppers. Now we have the green pepper here, but we added different colored peppers in there. Hillary even diced up a few zucchinis. They happen to be in season right now, and so we popped those in there, and just some sliced chicken. Really thinly sliced, and that was pretty much it. And so when we make it, then we take it, you know, we bring out the hot sauces. One of our favorites is this stuff you'll find in the Mexican restaurant. It's like hot habanero stuff, so really burns the lips, but that's what we love. But then we use, instead of your typical tortilla, and I know that there's a wide variety of tortillas out there, corn, flour, etc. We end up buying these romaine lettuce leaves, and then using that as kind of the boat to you know, the shell, I suppose. Yes, it does get messy, but you know, as far as if you're counting calories, watching carbs, whatever it is, these fit the bill very, very well. And you know, so just kind of spoon that in there. Now, a couple things that we do have in the household that we've done and that we've used are these La Tortilla Factory. They're smart, delicious tortillas, really thinly pressed. I've mainly used them for wraps in the past, but last night the family was hovered around and making fajitas with these. They've got a smaller version, which, you know, it looks big, and if you check in the store, you really got to look at the calories when you check in the store. Many of them will surge past 120 to 200 calories for a wrap. Yeah, check your local Subway and your local cousin Subs to see what the calories are in those wraps, just the wrap itself. But this one, the small one, 50 calories. The larger one, they do make a larger version, only 80 calories. And what I used to do was, if I'd choose an 80-calorie one, cut it in half, and then I've got 2 40-calorie sandwiches or wraps. It's a mind game, right? But no, if you're counting calories. Now, I typically don't have these all that often anymore. I go with those, but I just wanted to share that with you. And you know, well, let me just kind of give you a little overhead shot here and show you what that's like. So, you know, here's the mix that we heated up from last night. And you can see we've got some zucchini and things in there. But really, I mean, it's just, you know, a matter of just taking some of the veggies and just popping them in there. You know, I want to grab some chicken. I'm a protein guy. You know, I'll just add that to the wrap itself and kind of spread that out. And I may add just a little bit of, you know, I've got some habanero sauce in there, and just pop that on there. And no, I usually, you know, when I do mine, I'll lay out about, you know, 3 or 4. This is a big leaf, and I'll line up a few of those. But I mean, check out the color in some of those things. You know, you can make. I'm sure many of you are drooling out there, but you know, pretty good stuff. So healthy fajitas. So anyway, some healthy fajitas there. Yes, I did go and grab the little slobbery hanging onion for those of you that were going, gosh, I could just flick that thing off the table or whatever. It was addressed in there. But healthy fajitas, a nice option, and you know, look for the recipe on my blog, and you can check that out at putyourselffirst.com. And that's it for this week. So remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.